What's up, you guys? Today I have a special guest. Her name is Mocha Missouri, also known as Lexi's mom, or Lex Divine's mom. I don't know, Lexi's mom. To get to the concept of it, it was our first video where we did a story plot, not too much of just rapping through the whole thing. It was, I wanted to kind of do like this silent film type of thing, and I wanted to tell my personal story of battling with suicidal thoughts and depression, and yeah, you know, it's just real life. I wanted to talk about my personal battle with suicidal thoughts and depression, and I wanted to let people know basically how I feel sometimes. For those who are like in Christ, they know about the spiritual warfare and the unseen kingdom of darkness, and how much pressure it could cause in your life, how much stress it could cause in your life. And in the beginning, I say, they say I'm space-like. I see beyond satellite testings. And just growing up with Christ, I lost like a lot of friends, and just I'm very secluded because I understand Christ's kingdom and what he expects and what his standard is. So walking this life of faith kind of like with just like two friends, which are the two people that's like always in my videos, sometimes it kind of wears on me that, you know, that I'm not with this elaborate group of creative thinkers, or, you know, just people to kick it with, or, you know, the people I do kick it with, it's just like I'm too deep, or I'm extra, or it doesn't take that much, but in actuality it does. So I was just kind of letting you inside of my mind and my heart and the things that I deal with. So dealing with that, and then of course just constantly being attacked because I know that I have such a great purpose over my life. It's an often battle that I do face personally. So I wrote from of course my experience, and my mother felt like the flow kind of had like a Rakim thing, so I felt like I was doing good. You know, I'm not really a rapper or anything like that, and all my MC Monday videos are all experiments to see what I'm capable of, what I can do, what writing styles can I perfect, or what sound is more so me. I kind of found out I'm more of an East Coast, no diss to, you know, the West Side, hey, because that's where I'm from, but I'm kind of more East Coast, you know, hip hop. So yeah, so I stumbled across the beat, I wrote to it, instantly got the vision of creating this storyboard or this storyline of me running away from nothing. And to those who are not as spiritual, I guess you can say, to them it really looks like nothing. But to us, those who know that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and things like that. We know that they're unseen, but we know that they still exist. So it looks right to us, like, oh, she over here running, she ducking, she dodging. And I was trying to create, I don't really know how to say it. The battlefield. I was trying to create the battlefield in your mind. Really, school bus. Trying to create the battlefield, you know, of my mind or anyone's mind, and of course make it visible to the eyesight. I always say visible to the eyesight. Isn't that kind of redundant? Yeah. So that's pretty much that. We have scenes and stuff in the video that I would like me and my mother and I to discuss. The mirror scene is basically a really in-depth look on my self-thoughts and what I know other people think about me and what they say about me or could possibly have said, or paranoia of people talking or whatever.
For me, the bathroom is just a pivotal point for me, period, because I always do a lot of self-reflection. I will say some of the most pivotal points in my life have occurred in the bathroom. I am a suicide attempt survivor, so that scene was very powerful for me too, because I have been in the mirror. I have taken that deep look past the surface into what's going on in my spirit and my soul, and didn't like what I saw, and really at that time didn't know who I should call out to. You know, at that point in my life, I wasn't as closely connected to God as I am right now. We both felt was very important because we felt like a lot of people could relate to that. And maybe not necessarily that's, you know, the moment when you contemplated suicide or that other people have, but where you really start to, you know, have those thoughts about yourself where they manifest,
right.
and you really start to believe this false perception of who you really are.
Yeah. There's words like unfaithful, words like despise and failure, hate, self-hate. It's a lot of things on my face, and these are things that I personally dealt with, or things that I've encountered, or whatever. You know how the struggle goes. The blade is something that I'm just gonna be honest about. Sometimes I often contemplate. I've never really considered myself a cutter. I knew cutters, but me personally is something that I've tried before. And I guess you can say it's like a seed that tries to make its way back, or tries to plant itself. So it's just honesty. But I just wanted to just be very open about my struggle, and I know I'm not the only one that deals with that. So y'all could pray, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pray for me, you know, pray for my life and, you know, the direction in my mind, because we all know that this walk is for real. It's for real. The running aspect of it was to, not that I was fearful of it, but I wanted to dramatize it to be like, what is she running away from? Like, what is this? Like, what does she keep looking at? And even though you can't see it, it's like, it's there. And I just wanted to create that to let people know, like, even though we cannot see it, it doesn't mean that it's not there. And so I'm running away from this dark force, or so you can say, and you know, I'm a little paranoid, like, man, what's going on? Like, it's just so much going on. I need help. Like, and just think about where you are spiritually, like when you're really, really down and you're really, really just like, man, like, I'm going crazy. I need to talk to somebody. I need to get out of this. I just need help. Lord, can you help me? It's kind of like that whole phone segment when I was like, I need you to help me. I need help. Oh my God. Right? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part
of the video.
My favorite, one of my favorite shots is the angle from the ground up, where you know, it's almost like you're looking up. We're gonna run that. It's gonna run like you're looking up at her through the lens, and she's, you know, shooting at the camera. I love that one, and I love the one where you're laying in the grass in the field. And you did a zoom up, and you did that. I like that. I like that one. That's like one of my favorites.
My favorite one. This one made me feel like, okay,
can I
really
say the funniest one?
What?
The funniest one is when you're running down the street on the phone, and you come to that light pole. Only because I know the backstory to that and how many times we had to shoot it.
We had to shoot that like 50,000 times.
Up every single, because she struggles so hard with that.
Oh yeah, people was trying to say, you act. That's what it was. You're an actress. You act. I'm like, no. Like, that video's like, I'm suck. Like, I'm not an actress. Like, what the heck? They was like, yeah, I like how it was like real dramatic. You know, you was dramatic, and I'm just like, I tried. Like, honestly, it was not. It was fun. It was fun. It was really fun. But my favorite is when, like, I'm singing, I feel them all around and trying to shoot me down, right? And you're like moving with me, and I'm like moving, and the wind is blowing, and the nappy hair was like, and I'm like, you know, and it was just dope. The quality was good, and it was overcast, kind of like it is today. So
which is great.
That was actually pretty dope. That God was like, let me just, you know, sprinkle some more goodness. You know, it's so cool how He works things out. The gun scene, I decided to tell a partial part of my god sister's story. If you notice, at the end of the video, I give a scripture, and I also give a link to a website called Hues for Hope. That is a suicidal prevention and suicidal thought prevention and depression prevention. My mother and I, that's our focus, that's our ministry, you know, to help people, you know, to stray away from wanting to commit suicide. My god sister, she committed suicide at the age of 19, I believe. Yeah, I believe she was 19 years old. It was something that was definitely pivotal. It was something that was definitely hard for me, and I honestly feel that I felt like that this was the time to share a part of my life, which is also a part of her life, to share that with you guys, how deeply it affected me. The gun wasn't real. I know it looked very, very real. The gun was not real. It was just some type of pellet BB gun or something like that. But and I actually was nervous. I was nervous to take it to that level, because I knew that my family would see, and I knew that my godmother could possibly see, and I was nervous about what emotions could come to the surface through showing it, but I had to tell. I had to tell my story. I had to be honest with the battle. I just had to, because what I learned about this whole walk and people encountering people and their struggles and, you know, their relationship with God is everybody's looking for something real. Everybody's looking for someone to connect to. Everybody's looking for just the real thing, and they don't want nothing sugar coated. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to say what they go through. They want to be able to lay everything out and not be judged. And that's one thing I do love about this platform, is that the transparency, number one, and number two is that I have no fear of being judged. I feel like in music they don't really judge you. The only time they judge you if they're discerning that something literally isn't right. That's the only time I've ever seen people judge. It's just like, I don't know if their spirit is right.
When she first told me that she wanted to incorporate the gun into the video, that was very difficult for me, because of the way that my goddaughter committed suicide, and it was a real struggle. I really had to pray in order to be able to shoot it, but I did realize the importance of depicting that moment, because, you know, those powerful images are what really penetrate through the armor that we put up, you know, and that's what enables us to be able to connect to the art form that you see, because you can sense the truth in it. And so I just really had to pray to God to get me past my fear of, you know, going through that moment again and bringing up those feelings that I had been suppressing still, and be true to what God had, you know, mandated for us to do. So, and I thought it came across very well.
I loved it. I honestly, like, that song, freaking Shoot Me Down, like, a lot of people, and I have to say thank you, because a lot of people, like, responded to that. Like, that's always dope. I you know, like I said before, I was just experimenting. It's like, the Lord gives me stuff, you know, I try to write from a free place, and, you know, and just to give, like, just a lot of positive feedback, and, that song actually got a lot of downloads, it got a lot of views, and I mean, like, a lot is not, like, over, like, 10K or nothing like that. I mean, like, a lot to me, like, you know, a person that nobody knows about, you know, and you get, like, 200 likes, that's a lot to me. I'm sorry, I'm humble, I don't care. I'm just like, hey, we did it, I ain't tripping. Just want to say thank you to my mom for shooting it. I want to give a shout out to Rebellious Culture. They also sponsored the t-shirt for me, and I love you guys, and God